Right, catching up now with Nigel Fahey from Brecon Farms. Hey, Nigel.
Hey, Paul. How are you?
Very, very well. Plenty happening in the world of Brecon Farms at the minute. A little bit of an off time for a lot of the part of it, but I suppose a little bit of a stock reassessment, if you like, or moving on of some of the mares.
Yeah, basically. We've got quite a lot of mares coming off the racetrack after the Brecon Syndicate. When they finish up each year, they obviously come back to the farm and get bred from. And there's a couple that either have got injured or haven't really made the grade, but we identify them as families we want to keep. That's why they stay in the syndicates. Yeah, we've got a few coming back. I think we've got 6 in foal, and we've got about another half a dozen. 6 in foal from last season, another half a dozen coming off the track this year in the next. Well, they're already here, just letting down for next breeding season. So when we're taking them off they're coming back to the farm, we've got to take a couple off the. Well, not necessarily the bottom, but some that we potentially might be able to get a bit of money for to pay for a couple of services in the upcoming season.
Yep, and it is a massive opportunity. And you just said then, not off the bottom, pretty much all of these horses you can go through and give a pretty easy spiel for Linda Lovegrace at the top of it, a Group 1 winner herself and multiple times a Group 1 place getter. She's also left Treacherous Love and Love Struck. Call Me Baby is in foal to Sweet Lou. And she's also the mother of Better Call Me Waterfront. What she had four of racing age, 3 of those have won, and the fourth 3-year-old which is qualified. So, these are lovely mares that you're putting on the market.
Yeah, they are. Linda Lovegrace, but yeah, I think she Woodlands bred, and Ken and Karen bought her at either weanling or yearling sales. But she has an outstanding race filly, and we've had half a dozen foals out of her. And yeah, we've got Love Struck. She's in foal for us this year, and I think she's in foal to Captain Treacherous, so that'll be her first foal on the ground this spring. And she chased Millwood Nike around for quite a lot of her racing career, so it's pretty hard to sort of keep up with her. But she done a pretty good job of running placings behind her quite often. And Treacherous Love, Captain Treacherous filly that run Group 1 place as a 2-year-old, just had a few niggly issues with quarter cracks and whatnot over the past sort of year or so, which sort of hasn't really reached her own potential, but hopefully she'll be able to continue it on as a broodmare. And we just thought, she's we've got a couple out of the mare, and we just thought we'd try and sort of basically get a bit of money for her, and hopefully someone else can have a bit of fun with her.
Call Me Maybe, as I said, in foal to Sweet Lou, he doesn't need any explanation. So another massive opportunity that in probably 4 to 5 months they're going to have a foal on the ground, which is scary in itself. Alana Hall, this will get a lot of the trotting people up and about, and we're able to see what trotters are racing for now. It's ridiculous. This is out of the great family, Regal Volo, Highgate, the High Horses, and the Regal Volo family. A massive opportunity for the trotting purists.
Yeah, definitely. It's a family. We've got multiple mares, daughters and granddaughters of Regal Volo on the farm now, and she's sort of getting to it. But she's 13 years old, so there's still plenty of life in her. But we just thought that she's sort of one that we identified we probably don't need to be retaining, because we've got the family so well covered, and High Energy and High Step are both coming back to the farm this year to be retired to be bred from. So we've got that family pretty well sorted.
Yep.
And even Girls on Film, another daughter of Regal Volo, she's left Lucky Mum, who raced here, then went to Aussie and went quite good over in Queensland, and then has now gone up to North America and run another $100,000 up there. So another good one out of the family. It sort of just slips by under the guard, but lovely mare from a great family there. Someone will have a bit of fun with, hopefully.
Young Love, I Love You mare herself. Infold, a tactical approach. This is ridiculous. First season sire. Online Love. Sorry. Yep. Actually, I've mucked that up a little bit. I've got Young Love You. So, she's a Young Love You mare. Sorry, is how I got myself confused. But Online Love and Infold, a tactical approach. Just ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think I was just looking up the other day. I think there's only 40 odd tactical approaches in New Zealand this past season. So I'm sure there'll be plenty more in Aussie. But one we sort of didn't know which way to go with the mare. With she is a young mare. She was a pretty good racehorse. Never actually got to show her ability. She actually never raced, but when she qualified, she won by 15 odd lengths, and then she was on her way up to Auckland for some of the big 2 or 3 year old races, and she got injured on the float on the way up. So she never. We put her back into work, but I think she had a tendon injury or something like that. So we decided to retire, and then sort of she's probably not what we're sort of looking for when we've got a lot of trotting brood mares from various different families on the farm, and there's no she hasn't really had her go herself. She's only had the one foal, so there's definitely potential for someone there. But I mean, we might be kicking ourselves in a couple of years' time, but we'll just have to suck that one up, I think.
Dead Cat Bounce, Bounce and Beyond, 4-year-old already, and it's won $130,000. This is a nice family again.
Yeah, she was a Group 1 winner herself, Dead Cat Bounce. She won over in Menangle, one of the big fillies and mares races over there. She's sort of, Dead Cat Bounce, Bounce and Beyond being her first foal. He's done a good job, and he did in all the big races, the derbies and the slot races and the size stakes and the harness millions and all them. So he sort of raced in that top echelon the whole way through, and then he finally got he got what he deserved last year. Basically, at the end of the season, he won the Highgate, the Golden Gate at Auckland with $100,000 right at the end of the season. So he got his payday eventually, but and he's come back all right this year. He's just sort of probably still just getting a bit of race fitness. He's only had a couple of runs, but he looks like a horse that'll continue on to a higher grade.
Ruby Rose, $90,000 for her filly this year at the NZB sales. What was it by?
It was a Captain Treacherous Summit Blood, I think. Jamie Dunn. Yeah, she was a lovely filly, and we kept the Captain Treacherous from her last year, and she's with Ken Barron. She's had 3 or 4 runs as a 2-year-old filly, and just been tipped out now to strengthen up. She's sort of just done a few things wrong, and wasn't quite herself in a couple of her races. But she's sort of one we'll retain, and so. Once again, just a mare that while she's not in foal, she's a young mare that easily gets in foal. So someone like she'll be a good buy for someone, that's for sure.
And then Lydia's Delight, a full sister to Party On, in foal to Sweet Lou. And I like the last party, the King of Swing Yearling, 72,500. He was a cracker. She can leave a lovely type. I remember looking at him. He was a cracking type.
Yeah, he had a few tongues wagging at the sales. He was he was probably one of our better types of yearlings, actually, to be fair, and a lot of good judges were on him as well. But she's had a few goes, and we bred her a few times to some good stallions, and she never really, while she left it okay horses, she didn't really leave a top quality one like you'd expect from that family, the Beach Parade family, and that's why we decided to go to King of Swing, and she left an absolute cracker. So we thought breeding her to Sweet Lou this season, it was in our mind that we may sell her, and given the fact that there's the restricted numbers to Sweet Lou in Australia, we thought this might be a way of someone being able to buy a mare in foal to Sweet Lou and potentially take it over to Aussie and sort of get around the quota that way, I guess. But she's a nice mare. No real issues with her. We do shoe her in front just because she does get a bit of seedy toe and foot abscesses over the winter months.
But otherwise, she's a good mare. They are all up for sale. They're up for sale on gavelhouse.com. Click on the Standardbred section there, or you can type in Standardbred in front of it, standardbred.gavelhouse.com, and it'll come up here. This is a 7 mares. There is a pacer there at the start of it, but we'll start from lot 12. Unreserved for Alana Hall, so I believe that means there's not a bid on that horse there yet, but the rest of them I believe have all got bids on. Both Call Me Maybe and Lydia's Delight were in foal, or was it Ruby Rose? No, Lydia's Delight were in foal to Sweet Lou. They're on the market at 2,500 and 14,000, 1,400, respectively. We are recording this, just so everyone's aware, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in New Zealand time, 1 o'clock in Australia time on Monday. So we don't want anyone to say, oh, the prices have changed. But right at the minute, you can purchase those horses. They are on the market. Online Love was the other one there that's enfolded Tactical Approach. Not sure exactly what he stood for. It was around the 10,000 mark, and she's on the market there for $3,000. So they're all on sale for legitimate sale, Nige.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Like I said, we're sort of just trying to make room for these young ones that we've got coming through, and you sort of just got to keep making room for the new breed coming on. And these are just ones that we identified that, while there's nothing wrong with them, they might someone else might be able to get a bit out of them as well. So we wish whoever purchases them all the best, and hopefully that they can produce a champion.
If anyone wants any more info, mate, get in touch with you.
Yep, definitely. Phone numbers on the website at the bottom of the page under each horse. So yep.
And it's breckenfarms.co.nz as well. So you can type that in and you'll be able to get in touch with yourself there and go from there. Nige, thank you. Legit a huge opportunity for people. As I said, couple there in fold, a Sweet Lou, $2,500 and $1,400, which is ridiculous. And even one in fold, 2 Tactical Approach. Group 1 winning mares, leaving winners, horses going to the sales. They tick a lot of boxes for people, and it's a unique opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. There's some quality mares, and like you look at Linda Lovegrace and Ruby Rose. I think Ruby's had 5 foals in 5 years, and Linda's had 8 foals in 8 years. So there's definitely no issues with them getting in foal or anything like that. It's just they were late foalers, December foalers, and we decided to give them the year off and refresh them again for next year. But obviously circumstances have changed on a couple of these, but they're pretty good horses, to be fair.
Nige, thank you very much.
No worries. Cheers, Paul.